Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Kenny, and welcome back to KRS TV. And this is my review for the rest of the season of Scandal. I'm sorry I wasn't able to do the recaps for you guys. I had a lot going on in my personal life, and those who follow me on social media know what I was going through, and I want to extend my love and appreciation for all of the support and reaching out that everyone has done for me and my family. I really appreciate it. But I just want to, I'm just going to tap on certain things that happened in these past few episodes of Scandal, and, anything I missed, you can put down in the comments. I would love to hear about it. But I can say that Scandal had a great run. They had 7 seasons. It was a successful show, and I'm glad that it went out on top. So that's a great thing. But where I left off, Millie and Olivia were having this conversation, and Millie wants to kill Cyrus because she's now being put under investigation about this whole Air Force 2 hacking, which we all know Millie had nothing to do with that. But in order for Cyrus to seize power, he needs someone to take the blame, so he's trying to put it all on Millie and her administration because he's trying to become president. So we see that Olivia is like, look, I can't kill Cyrus. That's not the answer. I'm not a killer. I mean, even though she's killed before, she doesn't have that killer instinct where she can just kill at the drop of a dime. I mean, even though she killed Rashad, but she said that was for the greater of the Republic and was also there to keep Millie on the straight and narrow because, Millie was being compromised. Emotionally, that is. So we see all this going on. We also see that in this episode, Olivia finds out where Cyrus's hiding place is. The place where he met up with Lonnie because, he gave Lonnie that painting to help him to not only hack the plane, but also to help clean up his image. So pretty much, Cyrus gets alert from Lonnie, that he wants. So pretty much Cyrus goes to the hideaway or whatever and sees that Olivia's there. Him and Olivia start drinking wine, and they're kind of like going back and forth, and he's kind of letting it be known that she's not going to win this time and that the Oval's his, and it'll be just about a matter of time before Millie's ass will be out the door, and they just kind of going back and forth. But Huck, who's there as a guard at the door, he notices something is not right with this situation because he notices that all the bottles of wine are updated or up to date, but there's one bottle of wine that I think was in 1972, and he paid attention to this, and so he knows that bottle was poisoned. And Huck is trying to tell Olivia, don't do this. We just got you back. You now just got back your white hat, and now you're going down this path again. Don't do this. But she tells Huck to leave, and she got this. Meantime, while that's going on, Jake runs into Lonnie at the White House. Lonnie let it be known that something's not right because I got a text, from Cyrus saying that he's at physical therapy. He never goes to physical therapy. That's usually the text he sends me when he wants us to meet up. Something's going on. So Jake is immediately alerted. So he finds the hiding place, sees that Cyrus and Olivia are there, and that Olivia's trying to make him drink this wine. But immediately, Jake is like, man, don't drink that bullshit. That shit is poison. Who the hell you think you fooling, Olivia? And he's saying, like, shit, if you really want to kill somebody, do it right now. So he gives her the gun and says, pull the trigger. Just kill me. Just kill us. But he's like, but you won't do it because you really don't have the heart to be a killer. You really are a person that's known to give orders, but you don't actually get your hands dirty yourself. So really, at the end of the day, you're a non-threat. This is going down, and there's nothing you can do about it. So Millie's administration's over, and the only reason why you're in this is because you want to be back in power again, and you're willing to do anything to protect Millie. But I'm letting you know you're gonna lose this fight, so you need to step off while you can. So I was like, oh shit. And then we also saw in this episode that Jake and his wife Vanessa, they were going at it because, you know, she's seeing Jake all of a sudden now. At first he had his allegiance with Millie and with Olivia, and now he's Team Cyrus. And she's like, why the hell are you all of a sudden now all about Cyrus? What the hell's going on? And he's saying that, look, Millie's administration has proven to be a fail. Cyrus is going to become president, and I'm going to be there to help orchestrate it. And, you know, we're finally going to be, you know, in a better place. We're finally going to have power. We're going to have wealth. We're going to have everything. Now, little does Vanessa know, yeah, Cyrus is going to become president, but he's now, you know, running B613. So he's going to pretty much be the one. He's going to be in Olivia's old position. But that damn Vanessa wasn't having it. She was like, you know what? When I got married, I wanted to be Jackie O. I didn't want to be married to the vice president's bitch. And I was like, oh shit, Vanessa, you really went in. But you should have kept your damn mouth shut, because the next thing you know, we see that Cyrus comes over their house. That damn Vanessa is dead. Like, that bitch is dead like roadkill right there on the kitchen floor. And Jake is a killer. So Jake kills and is very nonchalant afterwards. He's like, look, I wanted us to go on this new journey, but she obviously didn't want to go with me, so we decided to part ways. Like, Jake, you evil bastard. But he's like, I'm over it. I'm done. So, you know, I guess me and you're going to be barking on this journey alone. And Cyrus is shook because he's like, oh my God, this literally, you're dead. Your wife is literally dead on the floor and you're acting like everything's okay. So it goes to show you that same thing with Cyrus. Cyrus is another person that can orchestrate a kill but can't actually physically do the killing himself. So we see that go on. And we also see that Olivia is also beginning to work again with QPA, especially due to the fact that Charlie has been accused, you know, of this whole situation, but yet it hasn't been proven. But right now they're also planning on using Charlie as a scapegoat, saying that Millie used him, you know, to hack the plane, because they also have record that he's worked with Millie in the past. So all of that's going on. Then they decide to hold, you know, this hearing, you know, because now Millie has to appear before, you know, before the head of the investigation, you know, in reference to the hacking of Air Force 2. So she goes in there along with Olivia. Olivia pretty much coaches her as to how to answer the questions and how to, you know, keep things going. She goes in there. You know, Lonnie's vicious, because Lonnie is a part of the whole coup to take down Millie. So he starts bringing up all kind of shit. He starts bringing up her affiliations with Charlie, her, you know, he starts bringing up Defiance. He starts bringing up all of this stuff. And Millie is literally kind of like, literally gagged at this point, because she's like, she did not see none of this coming. But she knows that Cyrus and Jake are behind it. So what Olivia decides to do, she's like, oh, they really want to throw Millie under the bus and make it seem as if she's corrupt and all of that? Oh, okay. Well, how about this? Let's just say that for years there's been a secret operation called B613 that has been who has really been running the government of the United States. And so now B613 was made public in this hearing. And And pretty much, Lonnie says, okay, well, I'm going to do a thorough investigation about this and see if this is true. Tell me why the fuck that damn Jake came up in there and literally shook fucking Lonnie down, took the damn tape and said that you won't be investigating any more of this. This is through. It's now out in the open. But no, you will not be doing an investigation of this because this is top secret and it's beyond your pay grade. And you literally see him taking the tapes out and everything, and Lonnie is finally realizing he's on the side of the devil, because this whole damn time he's thinking that he's doing right, because his son was killed in a hell of gunfire, so he's thinking he's making things right, when not even realizing, no, dude, you were part of the bad team the whole time. And the fact that you realize that Cyrus and all of them know about B613, they're a part of it. They were a part of it the damn selves at one point. Or at least, Cyrus had affiliations with it. Well, Jake, on the other hand, was command. And is now command now that Olivia is no longer in the picture. So, with all that going on, this shook Ronnie to his core, and we see that finally he reaches out to Olivia and says that if Millie still is president, can she actually put through this can she actually put through this bill to have stricter gun laws? And she says, okay, I will. But then she was like, what are you about to do? She says, I'm about to give you that hearing in front of the Senate committee. And he blows his brains out. So now this has now been taken to the Senate committee, where this whole question of B613 is being now under a microscope. We see that she goes to meet with her father. Her father, we even seen that Jake had met with him earlier too, and he kind of just told Jake, like, Jake, what the hell you want from me? What, you want me to tell you you're a good boy, you're doing a good job? You want me to kind of pat you on the ass? Like, what the fuck do you want from me? Like, dude, both of you are so adamant about being command and about taking command, but yet neither one of you have done it. I am command. You can never take command because I am command. I created this shit. And it's like he's saying that, look, I have been waiting for one of you to step up, but none of you have, because you're totally measuring yourself based off of this political bullshit, and you're not thinking outside of it. So he pulls a gun out on Rowan, and he's saying, I could kill you right now. But Rowan was like, yeah, you could, but you won't. So get the hell out of here with that shit. And he kind of does the same thing with Olivia. He's like, Olivia, I'm over this bullshit. You've been playing their game all of this time. Now you decide to bring out B613. You're on your own, honey. This situation ain't got nothing to do with me. And he's like, yeah, I'm command, but hey, the problem is that you all want the limelight. You want people to know you have power. Real power is hidden. Real power is unseen. And the problem with you is that you never got that lesson. You don't need people don't need to know you have power. You just have it and you execute. So he kind of blows her off. We also see in this episode too that now that the Senate committee is involved, and now that Lonnie's dead, that means David Rosen is now going to be the head of the investigation. So now he's going to be looking into Cyrus and his practices. And, due to the fact that he's been working with QPA, he knows that Cyrus, that Cyrus was involved in hacking his own plane, because he's trying to create this agenda for him to become president. So we see all of that go on. We see that, Cyrus and Jake meet, and they let it be. They kind of let the cat out the bag. That, look, David Rosen got to go. He's pretty much he's pretty much that link that can convict us both. So we see that Jake actually corners, David Rosen, and was, pulled a gun out on him. But David Rosen stood his ground, which I was actually surprised. I was like, okay, David, I see you, baby. He's like, you know what? You know, you can sit up here and you know, try to intimidate me with the gun like you did last time with James, but this is a totally different time now. I'm not your bitch. I'm nobody's bitch, and you're not gonna fucking humiliate me. So if you're gonna kill me, go ahead and fucking kill me, because I'm not backing down to you. And we see eventually that damn Jake disappeared, and David was still alive. But then we see that, you know, Jake and Cyrus have a conversation. Cyrus starts talking cash shit like, I can't believe you had him right there and you didn't fucking kill him. How could you not do this? And he jacked up Cyrus and said that, you know what? If you ain't never ended a life, you can't say shit to me. So unless you go and actually get blood on your hands, shut up. So we see that Cyrus reaches out to David while he's in bed with Abby. He goes to meet up with fucking Cyrus. Cyrus drugs his ass and smothers him, and David Rosen dies. So all this is now starting to add up. All this shit is starting to add up because Olivia knows the reason why David was killed was because he had the ammunition to take them down, and they had to silence him before he silenced them. So they're pretty much kind of like up in arms because it's like, look, it's, you know, we're all, and because the thing is, they all, you know, testified, you know, about B613, you know, Huck, Abby, Marcus, everybody, you know, they all talked about B613 to the Senate committee. So they're all pretty much shooken because they feel like they're about to go to jail. And now that they've told all of their secrets and everything they've done, they know they're going down for this shit. But guess what? Papa Pope decides to come in and save the day, and I have to admit this was the best scene ever, because we saw a black man of power speaking truth to this white establishment, and he did not bat a damn eye. He was like, the funny thing about you is that you got all this good shit here in America, but the fact that a black man has been running this country all this time will just shake the reality to your boots. Because, you know, he's saying like, so he's saying, Rowan, he's like, well, Eli, because Rowan is, you know, he's like, he says Rowan is my secret name. And he was like, oh, it's like your little code name or something. He was like, no, it's my kill name. And you saw they shook down. I'm like, yeah, y'all got a real one up right here right now. And due to the fact that he has everything on everybody, they can't arrest him. But he pretty much put everything that the person that's right now the head of B613, who's been running it recently, was Jake. So Jake ends up getting arrested, you know, and is going to be, you know, shipped off. We see that him and Olivia have, you know, a last moment, because we see that at the end of the day, the reason why he reacted the way he did is because he is in love with Olivia, but he knows damn well that, you know, Olivia is in love with Fitz, and that's a reality that he doesn't want to face, and that was just something he just wasn't going to accept, because he wanted to be back in the sun with her, and due to the fact that that was never going to happen, he flipped. And they had that moment. And then we also see that, you know, Fitz and Olivia have a moment, because Olivia feels like she's about to go to jail and all of that. But this is before, you know, Papa Pope actually spoke, you know, to the Senate committee. But they rekindle their passion. And then next thing you know, we actually see that you know, this is the aftermath of everything. You know, Millie, you know, is now back. Millie got her presidency back, but Olivia has decided to not be, you know, her chief of staff. she chose that she wants to move on and live her life, and she just wants to do something different. She's tired of fixing people's problems. She wants to live her life, which was smart. So we also see that the aftermath of everything. We see that Abby is torn over the death of David Rosen. We see that finally, because Jake got arrested, Charlie was released, and he's now back with Quinn and their baby. We also see that Marcus is actually with Millie, and they're now kind of open with their relationship, which was pretty cool. And Millie is now still the president of the United States, and we see that Millie is walking the streets, and she runs into Fitz. So we see that connection that they have is still there, and now they can actually live their lives, outside of the White House as well. And then we get a last scene where these girls are going to this museum. And it's the same museum where they did photos of Fitz. They have also did photos of Millie. And then they also have this big photo of Olivia. And these two little black girls are looking up, and they're smiling because they actually now see a woman of power that looks just like them. So that's what I have, y'all. If I missed anything, put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But subscribe to my channel. Click that bell so you get notifications every time I drop a video. Also, follow me on all of my social links that I have listed in the description box. Also, like this video, comment on this video, and share this video. And I truly enjoy Scandal, and I definitely have some more reviews to come. So definitely tune in to KRS TV. So until next time, everybody, take care.